Hey guys, so ignore please how really messed up I look right now, but it is time for my wrap-up video. Now, rather than just making a normal wrap-up video where I sit down and I tell you all the books that I've read, instead I thought to myself, what could I do that'll make this video a little bit more interesting? Well, I'm gonna make potato skins while I wrap up what I read in June. Yeah. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to hope that I have all this stuff. I haven't checked yet. I need to go brush out my hair and fix my face before I go do that. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so had a moment where I thought we had no potatoes, and I was like, how in the world did my cousins and my brother finish off all the potatoes if, you know, they'd only been here for like 2 days? So I don't understand that, but then I found them in the one place I wasn't looking. So we're good. I got everything I need. So I can make potato skins. I'm so happy because I love potato skins. Look at these potatoes. So beautiful. Anyway, so the first book I read in the month of June was Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. Basically, what that book is about is these two friends, one of them's kind of more reliant on the other, and some stuff happens, and then basically one of the friends ends up pregnant, and the guy who had fathered the baby is dead. He like literally died like the day after they, you know, had a little fun. Got a little saucy. Okay, anyway, so basically she has to help out her friend dealing with the fact that she is pregnant, and yeah. I thought the book was actually really good. It didn't take me that long to read it. I think mainly because I was forcing myself to kind of rush through it and hurry. So I was like, I need to get caught up on my reading. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was pretty good. I highly recommend it. Though I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of slightly unsatisfied with the ending, but at the same time kind of satisfied. Like, I was very ticked off by the fact that it just kind of left you sitting there thinking to yourself, like, this might happen, and I really don't want it to, and I'm not gonna go into that, because then that just spoils the book, and you guys need to read it for yourselves. So, next book that I read, it's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. It's the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. And if you haven't read the first, you might want to skip over my description of the book. Like, it's been like a year since the first book took place. And Susanna, or Beck basically is dead. And everyone's trying to deal with that and stuff. And Conrad's not taking it well. And he just like vanishes. So Belly and Jeremiah go try to find him so this way he can get back to school and get his life back on track. Like, I enjoyed it, but reading it the second time around was like a lot harder to get through than with the first, because even though I knew what was going to happen and it was still pretty entertaining, it was just like some aspects of it like didn't thrill me as much as they did whenever I first read them, and I could have like sat there and like not completed it. I don't know, I feel like the third book will be different because I've tried to reread that book like multiple times and I had no issue with it. It's just like I would stop though and make myself kind of stop because I get too into it. So I gave it, again, a 4 out of 5 stars, maybe 5 out of 5 stars. I'll have to double check on that. I'll tell you guys in the description below, because I'm filming while I wash the potatoes. So it's going to be interesting. So I will be back right after I, you know, get these suckers in the oven. So okay, so the next book that I read was From Twinkle with Love. This came in my OwlCrate box for June, and the moment I saw it, I had to read it because I'd been wanting to read it for so long. I freaked out and I was like, hallelujah, like a book that OwlCrate has sent me that I've actually been wanting to read. Like, it saved me a lot of work to try to go out and buy it. So anyway, the book is about a girl named Twinkle, and she really badly wants to become a director, and it's always been a dream of hers. And one day, this boy, okay, whose name I'm about to butcher, Sahil, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If not, please forgive me. He approaches her and is like, hey, would you make a movie with me for this awesome festival that is coming up? And she agrees to it reluctantly because she's nervous and everything. And anyway, the thing about Sahil is that he has a twin brother named Neil, and like she has a thing for Neil. She always has.
But as she begins to work with Sahil, she begins to kind of develop feelings for him too, but she doesn't want to completely, fall for him because Neil is like her ticket to becoming like noticed, because she doesn't feel like she's noticed and she feels like people walk all over her. She's like, Neil is her one shot, but her feelings keep leading her to Sahil. And it's not only that, but also she thinks Neil has been messaging her things like secret admirer, there we go, secret admirer type letters that he's been sending her, well, emailing her. He's been emailing her, let's be real. But anyway, so basically she has to make that decision, and it was an amazing book, though I'm not going to lie to you guys, the emotional stress and turmoil over the stuff that she would do, and the fact that she wouldn't act, and the fact that she just, like, would bottle up her emotions. I get that way with a lot of books where the characters just bottle up their emotions and don't speak, but then again, I bottle up my emotions and I don't speak, but, like, the way they go about it, they're just, like, the way she goes about it, it just makes me angry. But I still loved it so much, though I had issues getting through it when she did the stupid idiotic stuff that happens with every character in every book, where they make this stupid idiotic decision and it leads them downhill, and you're sitting there crying because you're like, oh my gosh, why would you do this? You're such an idiot. But you're like, I need to finish it. So anyway, it was a really good book. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars. And also, update on It's Not Summer Without You. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars. Double checked it. I did rate it a 5 out of 5. So, yeah. Okay, now I will be back with the rest here in one moment. We are now at the glorious moment where I get to sit and try not to burn my hands off as I cut down the side a potato that has just been cooked. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. Okay, we're gonna hope I didn't overcook these because our oven is so messed up and it like overcooks everything. So you have to like watch it carefully. So I like cut the time in half and then added like 15 more minutes onto it. Well, more like 20. I cut 10 minutes off, let's be real. I was just paranoid that I wouldn't get it completely cooked, so I went ahead and went most of the way through the time. So I'm not sure I should have, but I feel like it was a good idea from the looks of this. Anyway, so the next book that I read was The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. Okay, and let me just say, this is one of the rare books where I was actually crying. Like, I rarely cry over books. Like, that doesn't happen often. Like, the only time it's really ever happened to me that I can really remember on the moment is when I finished the Divergent series. And for any of you that's read Allegiant, you know why I was sobbing and crying my eyes out. Like, I was so depressed, and I was so sad, and it was just, like, this whole thing. Well, anyway, so this book made me really cry, and I don't think it helped that I just wanted to cry also. So this is like a good, I want to cry, so I'm going to read this book, type book. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, and I knew what happened at the end, so like I still cried, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so it's about a girl named Ronnie who has to spend the summer with her dad. And, see, they're not on good terms because, you know, she got ticked off with him and her mom during the divorce, and mainly with him, so she has to go spend the summer with him against her wishes. And she goes there, and she and her dad reconnect. They develop back a relationship. She falls in love, and then crap hits the fan. I'm not gonna go like all into that, but like if you've seen the movie, you know, because it stays with it for the most part. When it comes to all of what went down, mostly. There was still some stuff that they switched up. So, like, yeah. So, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was incredibly good, guys. I loved it so much. And if you really want to just cry your eyes out for no reason whatsoever, or for a reason, then read that book. I recommend it really badly. Like that's like one of my favorite Nicholas Sparks books right there. The next book that I read was The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. And this is about a girl who, after her dad's death, she basically just like, she tried to be perfect and tried not to cause her mom much grief. She tried to remain in control because, you know, when a parent dies, that's something far beyond your control. So I guess she felt better with the idea that she was in control. So anyway, one summer her boyfriend leaves and he goes off to like some smart camp for smart people. And she ends up getting this catering job. Right after he's like, I want to take a break. And so she gets the job, and she basically ends up realizing that you can't plan everything in life. Like, not everything is planned. And like, that's like pretty good. It was good on that point. I mean, the book itself was kind of hard to get through. I mean, like, I've read better Sarah Dessen novels, so I ended up only giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. Just because I was like, this could have been better, could have gone much better. There was stuff that I wanted from it that it didn't give me. And I was like, and then the mom just agitated me. Though I could see where she was coming from through some of it, but other stuff I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck. So, that's fun. And we're going to see if I can... Okay. That was somewhat of a success, and we're going to pray I don't burn my hands off, because it feels like I'm about to. And then the final book that I read this month was Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis. It is the, let me think, the 4th book, I believe, in the Chronicles of Narnia series. And in all honesty, that had to have been my favorite book so far in the series. I was actually pretty interested in the beginning. Like, don't get me wrong, more towards the later end of the book, I had issues paying attention, but that was more on me, just because I had the TV on. I was kind of anxious to finish the book itself. So I was like, haha, da-da-da-da-da. So, anyway, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, which I think is the most I've rated any C.S. Lewis book on Goodreads, because that one was by far the better of the other ones that I've read. So that is it for my wrap-up of June. That went by actually kind of quickly. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And also, right about now, you guys are wondering, but what about the potato skins? Will we see the completion of these potato skins? Well, cue future footage of me finishing up the potato skins. Okay, there was that beautiful footage. Anyway, if you haven't yet, go follow me on all my social media. I'll be linking that down below. And also, be sure to tune into my channel Friday. I should have a new video up by then. And I will be revealing to you guys where I got the nickname Louie Potter. I will have one new video up next week. I'm going to have to start like spacing them out because I'm running out of video ideas, and I got to save some of it for when I get relatives up here and I can actually do something more creative than what I'm doing now. Though I don't think I know for a fact I've never cooked on this on my channel before, so I'm branching out there. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. One more image of these beautiful potato skins when they've been completed. I know. It's a gift. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time, and one moment. Bye-bye.